7. Andrelton Simmons will lead it off at shortstop.
To start this afternoon for the Rangers. There are his
with the Angels, and he hits this ball on the ground up the middle for a base hit.
In the infield for Chris Woodward's club on the corners, kind of full up
in the series. 25. And this one's on the ground down to first. Guzman to second. One. The real.
Remember, you got a left-handed hitter who's getting out of the box pretty quickly. First Ronald Guzman delivers a good strong. We know that arm is really strong.
Tidy 3-batter first inning. That one's in the dirt. 2-2. Matthew Boyd in Detroit has a higher ERA, and this ball smashed into left. There have been a handful of things that have stood out. Obviously, the 1-1 pitch, and it's off the plate. The 9, and he yanks that one off the plate. He walks Rendon. No real shame in that, especially down the left field line. That 1 strike offering, very high.
Well, Dave, it's a game of adjustments, right? And
that ball hit well out to right field, and Gallo will just turn around this season. And the Angels jump he's allowed this year.
And as you mentioned, a no-doubter, he meant to get a hitter out front. But instead up in the
first pitch swinging, Stassi rolls it down to third base. Now coming to bat. They'll lead it off with Leody Taveras this afternoon. Taveras for a strike. And he hits this ball sharply out to right field. That's a base hit, and that could be good. And there will be no relay. A triple for Taveras.
He's bound to make something exciting happen.
And he'll take one low here, 2-0.
I have to believe strike zone because of it.
That's this one on the ground, down to first. Spinning high of the year.
Fourth to fifth.
Opposite field, little roller.
And in the infield, it's Anthony Rendon.
He's fifth. This one hit over to the right side of the infield. Rengifo is there. So pitch. And there's a swing and a miss. First strikeout of the Ward now. I don't blow you away. And that one out into center field. Ward
cutting that ball off. So you'll see the throw come in. I don't think you'll see Ward make that big turn.
Swing and a miss. Runners going. The throw down to second. Since 2-2. And a chopper left side of the infield. Kiner Falefa on the
out of the box pretty well. And again, another left-handed hitter, so he is closer to the.
There for a strike. Simmons had the base hit in the first. On the way. And that's fouled away. 2 in the National League. And he swings and misses here. That strikeout.
It's different for players now. You first break into the.
Or addressed that issue. This one on the ground to third base.
There as he catches it on his heels, but the good hands comes up with it. Yeah, I'm obsessed.
Well, there is strike 3, and
it's a 91-mile-an-hour two-seam fastball right on the corner.
Swing.
Well, I'd say you're getting less reps, right? Because less balls are put in play. So how about that one being called a strike? That was above our Fox box.
Sure.
You saw the 1-2-0.
In the air, out to right back. Does he have room?
And yeah, seeing Dice get, I guess, fooled by Joey Gallo's means he doesn't get that opportunity to really use it because.
Good defensively. Bouncer at third base. So is this guy, Kiner Falefa. And was suspended.
System. I thought they didn't like they looked too much like George Springer. And
Anderson Tejeda, and he hits this one on the ground and threw into right field, base hit.
To get to our frontier communication. A little bit. So the slider against out is the reason that you've seen the lineup that you're seeing here this afternoon.
He is running. There's a swing and a miss. Throw down to second is offline, and Tejeda. Well, Mathis strikes out swinging.
Heineman was sent back across the street. So
too. That's the other part of it. You can see it by the way they play the game.
Well, there's a different play, and even offensively has been intriguing. And he takes strike 3 here.
Foot finger, and that ball is supposed to go down or fade away from a righty. That's
interesting to see him show. Necessarily an everyday player right now. There's a swing and a miss, and Odor strikes. Well, here he goes again into that corner. Oh, pretty strong, but a little bit up the line.
But the slides and the aggressiveness from Joey, and no, that fortunately
takes a strike.
Right, but if that hits the foul pole, it's a double, right?
Nope. Ground ball third. Kind of fluff it to the plate.
Now, the other part of that is if you don't, then the Rangers likely turn a double. This is one of the few ways now you get out of this, and they do you a favor. 54% ground ball rate for him. That's fourth.
And that one a little wide of third in 2015. And he hits this one up the middle. That's a base hit. Stassi to third. Angels had that 2-run lead.
Warming up.
Bouncer up the middle. Could be two. They get to one at second. Killing in the inning is done. He takes a strike from
the state of the Rangers in this ballpark. All a really nice fit. Game. Joey can do both.
Swing and a miss. He strikes out here.
Kind of pitcher to bunt off of. Am I going to see more 4 fastballs that are?
Well, the Rangers have 2 hits today. This has been the old day. And I love it. I love looking at how people 1-1. And it's popped up. Gibson will vacate.
Have a cold one.
I agree. Chopper up the middle. Long.
If Odor was going to throw this ball in the air or try to go for the long. We're here this afternoon, 4 2/3, the 3 runs.
Trout lifts this one deep out to left field. That one heads on of the year for Mike Trout. Has gone today, really. That was the time to give up.
Kyle Gibson did not want to throw it, and he threw this instead. We're just having the conversation.
Ground ball up the middle, and that one is through for Rendon.
Head, Anthony Rendon not waiting around.
But then some dubious base.
Say bully, that's a strong word.
Bouncer right side of the infield. Oh, and Tejada.
Yeah, and probably ruled an error. You mentioned a long way to go where he was positioned.
And he lifts this one in the one more pitch.
You know what I love about that is he felt terrible.
Yes, he did. You could see the expression on his face. Derek Dietrich goes after strike 1. Damage. Bundy's 0-2. Ooh, strike 3 called right on the outside corner.
To be very good this year in right field.
Breaking ball to Tejada.
I'm throwing cutters into all the righties. In off the
2-2 pitch. And that one out to Odor.
Let's see it here. Yeah, little. I don't.
Ward has a couple of singles today. Ground ball, that one by first, a base hit for Ward. He gets one that shallow in right field.
But the first baseman's kind of going along with you to second.
2-2. And there's strike 3 called, so he gets Rengifo looking. 1-0 to Andrelton Simmons, and that one is through into left center field. And the Rangers go into the bullpen down by 4.
I like that.
That's pretty awesome.
Take a look at the season number. Dave Raymond, first pitch.
Should be good. Boot that thing like 15 yards. She comes out. We were talking off the air. When win still mattered, though. And what did he win? 31?
31 that year.
That's off to Trout. And that is strike 3 called. So he's struck out in the 3rd inning.
Mentioned it, just 2 hits, no walks, 8 strikes.
And make it 9 as he gets Mathis swinging.
Exactly what he's saying.
A little bunt out in front of the plate. Stassi.
He's seen and not heard. And I'm not saying that.
And this one best left side of the infield. Long throw. Burn is on.
Taylor, game number 10.
7th inning. And this ball hit hard out to left field, ranging back on that. Tejada ranging over from shortstop. Looked like he got to it. Got 2 strikes to Walsh, and he swings and misses. And that strikeout is the first out of the inning.
That comes along with that.
Yeah, I'm glad that came back up because I want
to get you in the best zone that you can get in.
Turned by your brain, you're thinking. This one in the air, out to center field, and that'll be D. It's now 6-1. So, if
the only time I had a respectable run is it can absolutely wear you out if you're not careful. And it's not just starters. I mean, the same could go for
2-2 pitch from her and a swing and a miss. Adele strikes out the inning.
107. So I mean 30 prior to joining the Angels. Pretty league average right there. Julio Teheran this year, Kevin Gausman last year.
There's a base hit for Kiner, 7th inning. Now the Rangers have a runner.
Contact has been a term that we've heard from the coaching staff with the Texas Rangers. Good example of it.
0-2 pitch. Ooh, got him swinging. Gallo strikes out.
Which ties the season high. It's the 3rd time this season he has struck out 10.
A bushel of base runners at this point, and Solak going for it with a bunt, but Bundy got a ways to go. There's a swing and a miss, and a strikeout of Guzman. Well, the first pitch lifted out to right.
I just really can't wait to get
1-1 to Rengifo, and he shoots this one out to right field. Gallo almost think it's just everything's going to be different. It'll be like actually 1-2 pitch in the air out toward right field. Gallo charging in on it. To Dietrich.
Yeah, and not only has he thrown a lot of strikes, and that's only chasing 1 out of every 5. Most guys are going to chase 1 out of every 3.
Got a couple of things done in Chicago with the Cubs, I guess. 2-2, 2-2. And this ball hit hard out to the alley, right field. It gets down, base hit.
This ballpark is built. Those gaps to the left and right of the center field.
The 2-2. Mathis chases in the dirt, and that strikeout is the first out of the
crowd in a hostile environment.
Out pitch.
There are the season numbers for
make a strong push. Fouled away again.
It was amazing 2020 season.
Goes after this one in left center field.
Jimmy Herga, game number 14 for him. It's been a very good, just a 111 batting average against his 4-seamer.
Hot team before dropping the first 2 games of this series on Tuesday night. Some of the most incredible foundational players in the pitching side, and year in year out doesn't win more. There's a swing and a miss, and Theis is
dealing with some injuries. The tragedy of Tyler Skaggs. They hit their way there.
Guzman covering
like the Padres, though, right? I mean, the Padres, they first signed Will Myers, a little bit more than just money to get the players you want.
Herget gets a ground ball to second.
Buttrey, 13 strikeouts for him in his 21.
Just a 1-1 on Kiner Falefa, had the base hit in the inning. Celebrate on your own field. Little bouncer right side. Wall. No, like
right.
When you say that number.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there is ball 4. So Gallo is on.
How things went this afternoon as far as.
Oh, and that one right on the corner. Strike 3 called. 2 runs on just 4 him. The 2-2 pitch, and there's a swing and a miss, and the ball game is over. But to the debut of Sam Huff behind the plate.